Hello Ravers, I'm Brawlerz, EDM content creator from LA. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome time now that the spring season is upon us. That means it's festival season for all EDM lovers and ravers of all ages. And what better way to kick this off than EDC Las Vegas 2022 that is now less than a month away, and some crazy info that just dropped not too long ago. I did attempt this video yesterday, but I had some microphone issues, so I am attempting to do this today. We're going to be taking a look at the DJs and producers that are in the selective stages for this year's EDC in Las Vegas at the Speedway. I did do some type of reaction to this, but when I decided to go back and see the audio recording, it just sounded pretty awful. So I am going to be going through the DJs and producers that did catch me by surprise for all the stages. I'm going to be reading off some of the DJs and producers that caught me off guard for the stages from Stereo Bloom all the way to Kinetic Field. So let's give a look into Stereo Bloom. A-Track is going to be going in Stereo Bloom with a house set, which will be pretty cool. That is something I would definitely go and check out. Sid, also LP Joby back-to-back Born Dirty. That is something I would definitely want to go see. Jaws Off the Deep End. This is a side project that Jaws has been working on for quite some time. I believe it was a little more than a year, if I'm correct. But for someone that loves Jaws and they want to catch a little cool deep ending vibe for his style, go on and check his stage out. You're going to have a cool time in the water. And Nostalgics. I was thinking that she was going to go into one of the primary stages due to the fact of how extremely popular she has come along within the past 2 to 3 years of her being in the EDM industry. But this is going to be a set that I am assuming she might be opening up Stereo Bloom with, or if not, it might be closing out in one of the nights. So that's going to be it for Stereo Bloom. Going from the Stereo Bloom to the Quantum Valley. Here are some of the DJs and producers that I really want to go see, and Andrew Rayel is the first one that did catch me by surprise. He was at EDC Las Vegas 2021 for the main stage, and I did catch the live stream, but for him to return into the home of Dream State's stage, Quantum Valley, it seems like a good call because there are other individuals that I did react to for the main stage, but we'll get to that later in the video. Also, Matt Zoe. I remember seeing Matt Zoe not only once but twice when it came to a drum and bass set. Mainly, I see him as a drum and bass individual, but Matt Zoe going into trance, that is something I would also take a look into. And some of the old schoolers like Giuseppe Ottaviani, Live 3.0, Vinny Vici, Mr. Brooks, and a couple of others that I would go and give a look into. Oh, one more thing before I go. Cosmic Gate. This is another one that I would definitely go and see. I am not that giant into trance music, but I do have a massive respect, and I would hear it every once in a while. If you want to get lost in the Quantum Valley, this is the place to go. Now, going into the Quantum Realm and landing into the Neon Garden, hosted by Factory 93. If you need some underground techno vibes and music, this is the place for you. Unfortunately, there's only maybe 1 or 2 individuals that I would go and see if I'm able to catch one of their sets. And it will be Joseph Capriati and Tales of Us. I am not really one to listen much of the underground and techno music, but also like the Quantum Realm, I hold a good respect for this type of category with EDM. But I would hear more of the trance than the Neon Garden. But if there are any DJs and producers that you would go see as a viewer or raver, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's go into the beautiful Neon Gardens, into the deserted wastelands. Now, these are some of the stages that I would definitely be spending a lot more time in because I am into their style. Hosted by BassCon, we have some of the DJs and producers that I would not want to miss. One of them, Ben Nicky, presents Extreme. Also, the Tweakers, it would be good to see them just for a little bit. Darksiders, I have seen once before. Also, Darren Styles, he is one of the OGs when it comes to hardstyle and hard dance music. I would definitely go and see him. I've never seen him before. DJ Anime, just for the name alone, even though I left the anime universe a long time ago, I would go and give this DJ and producer a shot. along with DJ Isaac and Dr. Funk. I really want to see a full set of Dr. Funk from beginning to end. But this one, without a doubt, hands down, 100%, I would say from beginning to end, he is none other than Headhunters. Willem holds a very special place within my raving heart, and I would not want to miss this set. Considering that he is another one of the OGs of hardstyle music, and he is still going strong to this very day, which makes me very, very happy that he's still around. And more opportunities, hopefully, I will get to see him in the near future. Another one that I would definitely go and check out would be Lil Texas, just for a little bit. I have heard of his style for some of the songs, but when it comes to the extreme speedcore, that's when I can take so much, and I'll be able to just stay in for just a little bit of it. Another set that I would definitely go and give a look into would be Soren and Sub-Zero Project, along with Talon. Talon definitely, as he was a side opener DJ for Headhunters when it came in 2019, and this individual has come quite a ways to his style when it comes to DJing. Oh, and how could we forget TNT and Wild Styles? Definitely Wild Styles I would like to see from beginning to end. He's one of the OG's partners of Project One, and Project One consists of Headhunters and Wild Styles. It'll be so freaking awesome to see Project One live in front of my own eyes. But there's a lot of DJs and producers within Wastelands I would like to go and check out. Now, getting out of the deserted wastelands and into the hard headbanging bass pod hosted by Bass Rush, here are the followings that I would want to go and check out. AT Aliens, Bear Grylls, back-to-back Company. I have seen both acts separately, but going back-to-back, that's definitely going to be something I would not want to miss out on. Delta Heavy, back-to-back Coven, back-to-back Muzz. If you need some drum and bass in your life, look no further than this set right here. This is one of the top 5 for me personally that I would go and check out without a doubt. Dr. B, back-to-back Fun Case, a classic set. I do have a few songs from Dr. P and Fun Case within their early careers of their DJ careers, and definitely I would like to go and check out this set. The only thing that would have been very, very perfect if Cookie Monster was also in this back-to-back. That would have been some of the 3 pioneers of Circus Records, but rest well, Cookie Monster. Next up, we have Excision Detox. Seen it in the live stream, but I would like to check it out in real life. Definitely would like to see this. Getter, back-to-back Space Laces. I have seen Getter not once, but twice. He is just an absolute vibe. And going back-to-back with Space Laces, one of the underrated individuals of dubstep music. I was surprised that they were going to be in Bass Pod and not in something like Cosmic Meadow. But it does seem fitting if they're going to be in Bass Pod. Jessica Audifred. I would not want to miss this Mexican DJ and producer that knows how to throw down the nasty dubstep to the crowd like there's no tomorrow. Level Up, if I recall correctly, she is the girlfriend of Subtronics. Also would like to give this individual a shot. Honestly, there's just so many acts for Bass Pod itself that I would not mind staying there for the majority if this was one of the primary stages. From Subtronics, back-to-back Boogie T, Sudden Death, Virtual Riot, Zomboy, and Subfocus, and Wilkinson presents Portals, Rusko. Man, the list could go on and on, but out of all of them, I would have to say Zomboy will be my go-to. I have never seen Zomboy. He is one of the pioneers and original individuals that started dubstep when Skrillex was coming around from the early 2010s. I only wish that Zomboy was one of the primary stages like Circuit Grounds or Cosmic Meadow. But with Zomboy, would not want to miss it all. Also, if anyone has not seen Virtual Riot, I strongly recommend you got to go see him. One of my personal acquaintances that I've grown to know and speak to him multiple times. And I'll show you guys a little bit of the clips from the Simulation Tour, as he did postpone the tour on August 2021, but he moved it to April of 2022. In reality, those 7 months of a wait was well worth it. That set was just absolutely incredible. If Val ends up listening to this, I just wish I could give you that second candy that I had. But I allowed Val to interact with the people that were kind of freaking out and just saying, I've never seen Virtual Riot. I really want to go see him. I want to take a picture of him. It's just so wholesome to see Val interacting with the people in front, just as the show was starting to get cleaned up and after he dominated Palladium. Strongly recommend Virtual Riot if no one has seen him before.
Electric. Hey, brother. Welcome to Fire. You've reviewed my track like a million times. I feel like we've met before too, no? We did like a one-on-one once too. Yeah, dude. I appreciate you. Appreciate your...
Wait, there's one more.
In fact, I think he is the only individual of Disciple that's going to be taking on EDC. That surprises me. I might be wrong, and you know what? He is the only one. That actually surprises me. More surprises along the way. Now for the main stages, we're going into Circuit Grounds. Some of the individuals I would see definitely would be Alesso and Blossom. Blossom knows how to throw down her unique styles of opening up within any type of event. And she may be opening up or she might be closing out the night. Another one I would like to go and see would be Eric Preetz. It's something a little bit old school classic. Definitely got to check out Eric Preetz's style. Also Chris Lake and Jason Ross. Jason Ross will be one of my top 5 that I would not want to miss at all. Excision, if anyone has not seen his set, hands down, you got to go check out Excision. But here is one that I thought was going to be for Kinetic Field, but they're going to do this in Circuit Grounds, and that's Cascade and Deadmau5 presents KX5. Some type of unique collaboration project that these two decided to go for, and these are some of the original individuals that started out their music careers within the early to late 2000s instead of going into the hip-hop style like what David Guetta used to do. Others I would go and see would be Morkismet. I would check out Morkismet's set and just for some time along with Side Piece. But Subtronics, I would like to see his set from beginning to end. Also Rez, I would like to give at least half of the set if I'm able to squeeze in for that type of time for Rez. Not really my type of style, but I massively congratulate and respect one of the dominating female DJs and producers of the EDM industry with her gothic, greedy style when she knows how to give that spooky atmosphere, perfect for Halloween. That is her style. Going into the electric Circuit Grounds and on to Cosmic Meadow. Some of these individuals I have seen, while others I would like to give my first look into. One of them will have to be A-Craze because of his song Do It To It, of course. But just to give that little EDM trend a shot. And another one would be Dylan Francis. He is one that I would love to catch from beginning to end. Also, Gigantic Nightmare, which consists of Big Gigantic back-to-back Nightmare. It is going to be a real good time. And speaking of good times ahead. It's been so long since I've seen GTA, since 2017. Specifically December of 2017. I would like to hear what they have in store since they have celebrated their 10-year anniversary of their project. Whole Gang 4B with Valentino Khan. If you need some of that hyper trap goodness, these guys got your back. And also with some hyper trap, how about sprinkling with a little bit of Moombathong with Just Jur? Also been a while since I have seen Just Jur, and I would like to hear another set from the man, the myth, the legend of him asking ravers of the $1 questions. Jive Wolf, something peaceful if any raver needs a break from going absolute ham in EDC. Jive Wolf's got your back. Also, Son Hollow, one of my top 5 of all time. You guys need to see Son Hollow and get with his vibe of the ambient atmosphere and just overall a rhythmic heaven trap. This is one to not miss at all. Wednesday, this one surprised me. For Wednesday, I thought she was going to be in Stereo Bloom, but it turns out that she was going to go into Cosmic Meadow. Maybe because she has that reputation of the 40-ounce cult. But she is one that I would like to give a look into. Also, Midas, hopefully I'm saying his name correctly. This is one that I would want to hear this soothing melodic bass, just like Jason Ross and some of the individuals from the Ophelia records. 2 more that I would mention, Needy Greedy back-to-back Wookie. This is one that's going to be an absolute hyper house fun time. And lastly, the Trap Masters of Yellow Claw. Finally, we get into Kinetic Field. Here are some that really gave me an eye-opener. A-Craze is not only going from Cosmic Meadow, but he's also going to be performing in Kinetic Field. This is something that I just realized and didn't catch as I was doing this video, the first attempt that I did. Arm & Hammer, they went from Circuit Grounds and now they're hitting the main stage. That in and of itself is a huge milestone for these two producers. David Guetta and Morton presents Future Rave. Speaking of two producers, this is going to be another project with getting into the modern style of the EDM culture, along with another back-to-back of Nostalgic's Back-to-Back Wednesday. Another one that I would definitely go into would be Porter Robinson. I have never seen Porter Robinson, and this is one that I would not want to miss at all. Millennium, he really got me into a questioning, but at the same time, I should not be surprised because of how successful his music has blown up, especially his fourth album. Just massive congrats to Nick. And of course, we have Seven Lions, Tiesto, Timmy Trumpet, Vintage Culture, and Zed. What surprises me is Zed is going to be in Kinetic Field, and maybe, hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, if Zed would finally release his third album, which many EDM fans like myself have been waiting for more than half a decade, and hopefully he will deliver. But that's going to be it for the surprises with all the DJs and producers that are in their specific stage slots. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Which ones are you excited to see the most? Do you have any top fives? Let's spread this conversation and hope for everyone that is going to EDC Las Vegas 2022 is going to have a fun time. But if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say, anyone that's going to EDC Las Vegas, I am a bit jealous because this year I won't be able to go. But just know I have this message for all of you. Keep listening, stay safe, and rave on.